Now this is my Nexus 6P review. It's gonna be my very first review, so please go a little easy on me, guys. Feel free to leave some constructive criticism or leave any comments of what you thought what could do better on, or I'm gonna go away. Alright, let's go ahead and get started, and these are my thoughts on the Nexus 6P. Now I know that the Nexus 6P has been out for a while. I mean, we're starting to get new rumors about the next coming up one from HTC, or that Google's gonna make their own. What are they gonna do? I don't know. But I just thought I would like to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on this device, because there's some people out there now thinking, should they get it, should they not get it? I would like to help out with that here today. Now, to start out this review, we're going to talk about the physical tour of the device itself. On the right hand side, you see the antenna lines on the top and bottom, and both the power button and volume rocker that are both raised up above the phone itself. That way you can feel where they are. And the power button does have a nice texture added onto it. That way you can tell the difference between the power button and the actual volume rocker itself. And on the back is where you get the Nexus logo, the Huawei logo, the back camera with dual flash, and the fingerprint. On the left-hand side of the device, all you got is some more antenna lines and the SIM card tray. Now onto the top of the device, you see it gets a little bit thicker near the top. It has some, of course, more antenna lines, some chamfer edges, and headphone jack. And on the bottom, like all the other sides of the device, has a couple more antenna lines, more chamfer edges, and a USB Type C. And now onto the front display of the device. It has dual front-facing speakers, a microphone for voice calls, obviously. You also get your front-facing camera, and you also get a nice 5.7-inch Quad HD beautiful display. Well, I can definitely say that the Nexus 6P is definitely a positive experience with only a few downsides. Let's go ahead and get started with the good side. And like I mentioned earlier, it's a 5.7-inch Quad HD display. It's AMOLED. It looks really, really nice. I'm not an expert on screens by any means, but this one is definitely one of the top screens out there today. Now on to the dual front-facing speakers. There is two of them. They're on the top and the bottom, and they produce a nice, loud sound. It's not as rich as the HTC One series, but definitely gets the job done. And USB Type C. Going to be great for the future. It's reversible, and it supports really fast data transfer speeds. But for right now, it's kind of limited due to the fact that you have to go out and find new cables, and if you don't use the right cable, you could ruin your laptop or computer. But in the future, it's going to be absolutely necessary. The metal that they used feels really nice on your hands. The fingerprint scanner is really fast, it's reliable, and just works well. I'm not an expert on cameras, but it does, camera app opens quickly. The shutter is nice and fast. And HDR takes a little bit more time to actually take and process a picture, but it's definitely worth it. In my personal opinion, they come out nice. Now, they're not going to be, the best pictures on the market or replace your DSLR, but for some, quick shots, definitely gets the job done. The performance is really fast. It's fluid. I've never really noticed any sort of slowdown or lag or anything like that. And the battery has been a mostly positive experience with only a few downsides. And that's, it doesn't get the best connection. And when it doesn't get the best connection, the battery drains really quickly. But as long as you have a really good connection, it could easily last you throughout the whole day or a good day and a half. Now, a couple of the downsides are that it is a big phone, and it's also a slippery. So in the combination, you could easily drop it or something like that and crack the glass like I actually did. It fell just from maybe a foot up, and the back glass actually broke, which really sucks. The reception isn't as good as some of the other phones that I have been using, and the back glass is made out of glass. And the price of this phone is varying a little bit. On the Google Store, it's about $499, or I got it at Best Buy for about $450, and at that price, do I think it's worth it? Absolutely. It's definitely worth it if you want that Android experience without any modifications to it. You just want to use a nice big phone that works well, and it's going to continue working well and keep getting more updates, then this is definitely the phone for you.